We can avoid to speak English, but we cannot avoid to write English. As English is the main subject and it has to be written in English only. Now the problem comes how to write correct English without mistakes. सही से इंग्लिश कैसे लिखें और बिना मिस्टेक्स के ताकि नंबर ना कटे. Most of the problems come in written English only. So, I'm here with few tips to write perfect English without mistakes. Hello everyone, welcome to my CBSE English world. So let's begin. First comes the reading section where you get unseen passages. For MCQ based questions, you need to read the passage carefully. Mark the keywords of the question given in the passage. This will help you to get an idea where the answer is given. For subjective questions, it is suggested to copy the lines from the passage. Avoid to use much of your language as possibility of mistakes are there. अगर आपको आपका आंसर पैसेज में ही मिल जाता है तो अपनी तरफ से कोई भी ऐसा शब्द या कोई भी अपना पॉइंट जो है वो इंक्लूड मत करिए बिकॉज दैट कैन ब्रिंग मिस्टेक्स. देन कम्स राइटिंग सेक्शन. द मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंट पार्ट ऑफ राइटिंग सेक्शन इज लेटर राइटिंग. To avoid mistakes in letter writing, first of all, read the question twice. Set the points in your mind. Don't go for those points which are not required. Try to frame point to point as you are formally interacting. Formal letters में आप formally interact कर रहे हैं. Therefore, there is no need to write personal comments or personal things in that. There are 4 types of letters. You all must have learned. So first we will talk about placing an order. After reading the question that for which product you have to place an order, first of all set the points. After setting the points, use present and future tense. Like, I want to place. Have heard about your shop. Are from. Present perfect. So basically in placing an order type of letters, there comes the use of present and future. How will the order be dispatched? If you set in your mind that what kind of tense you have to use, then I'm sure that there comes no possibility of mistakes in your written English. Then comes letter of inquiry. Inquiry basically can be made for the product, for the institution, for any thing. So let's proceed. In this type of letters, it can include all 3 types of tenses. You have to use all the 3 tenses in this. Like, I came to know about the product, institute, etc. It should be in the past tense. Then, I am interested in the present tense. What will be the procedure of joining or sending the product, etc. This will come in future. Then comes letter of complaint. Now in this, most of the part is in past tense. So don't get confused in tenses. Like, the incident that had happened with you. That is, when purchased the product, date, bill number, etc. All will be in past tense. Only the part for replacement or service engineer to be called is in present tense. Also, the reason of complaint should also be given in present tense. Then comes the most important one, letter to editor. It is mostly written in journal. 90% should be in present tense. The general problem that you are facing should be in present tense and the concluding part should be in future. Then we will come to literature section. It is subjective. Basic and deep knowledge of the chapter is the first necessity to avoid mistakes in extracts and question and answers. You all know very well that anything can come from between the chapter. So, the deep knowledge of the chapter is must. Sometimes it happens that words are in our minds, but we don't know how to express them in written English. For that, if you want to get good marks and to avoid mistakes, read the chapter twice. Get it understood in simple way, both English and Hindi. Not only in Hindi, as it will become problem how to frame in English. If you can't feel comfortable in getting the chapter understood only in English, then you can understand it in Hindi as well, but not only in Hindi. For typical words included in the chapter, find the meaning and use the other simple word for it. This is must. If you are finding typical or the difficult words in the chapter, then you can easily do it. Get the meaning of that word. Find the simple word. There are many synonyms. Find the simple word and then you can use it in your written part. Don't complicate the things. Literature is fixed, so don't try to include those points which are not required. English requires point-to-point answer. If you will write unnecessary points which are not required, then definitely you will lose marks. Now, one important point. Check the verb form given in the question. That is, do, did, does, was, were, has, have, had, etc. Now, look at examples which I have given. Suppose question number 1 is here. Where had they gone? Then the framing of the answer should be they had gone. Only this is correct. If you will write they went or were going or are going, no, it will get your answer wrong. Not the full answer, but you will lose marks. Question number 2. Who does he refer to? Answer. He refers to, as does is in question and with he we use single verb. Therefore, refers will come. Question number 3. Why did they escape? Then the framing should be proper. They escaped. Question is asking in past tense. Did लगा है तो naturally question आपसे past tense में पूछा गया है. In such answers, take care of all verbs like will, no, would, can, no, could, and all verbs will be used in past tense. अगर आपसे क्वेश्चन past tense में पूछा गया है, did लगा है, then means that you have to use all the verbs in the past tense only. And the most important one, practice grammar and vocabulary to improve your writing skills. Now for vocabulary part used, the written part should be clearly understood. Good knowledge of synonyms and antonyms. Try to get new words and find their meaning. So follow these tips and surely you will get good and full marks in English. Thank you.